The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs. He had a terrific performance last week, getting 137 yards receiving.
It's the Bills and the Texans, next on Madden Football.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here. They're squaring off. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. And incomplete to open things up. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And his throw here is incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 15. 56 yards, the punt that time, 12 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Floyd on left. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. The Texans at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And quite frankly, there wasn't a whole lot to draw on in the loss last week because they were dominating every phase of the game. You got to hope that they show a little more life in this one because they certainly didn't have it in their last outing.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for Brown from a week ago: 6 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards, and not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Floyd, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And Allen brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the side.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Fielded at about the 28. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And award that sack to Boogie Basham.
If we go back to the last series, remember their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Carlos Basham, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Here's Mickens to return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Allen now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Allen again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Houston's offense taking over again. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Singletary to get the drive started. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down. Singletary again.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And he'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. Matt Rising now on to punt this one away. Fielded at the 20. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Able to find Floyd. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that can spark a big burst right here.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Hand off right side to Pierce. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? Is that what's going to go around the league and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And it's fielded at the 34. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people are going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game.
Touchdown, Texans! A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On play action, Allen. Looking sideline, incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. And here's Matt Araiza now. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, look at the juke. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. So here are the Texans to take over. You think back to last week, they dropped that game to the Detroit Lions. Now they're trying to make amends here as they've got the football and the lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's Floyd on the right. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. It's Floyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line. Back to throw again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
Thinking that might be a better way
instead of your
to go?
kicker, yeah. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Allen's throw is complete, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Allen going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And here's Allen. And this one is incomplete. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Baker.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And that one's gone to halftime with the visiting 49ers out in front. Cedric Wilson, a touchdown catch in that first half.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
On second down, here's Pierce.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Going for it with Pierce.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
So here's the Bills offense. Now they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
From the 24, Allen throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. On 4th down, Sean McDermott tracks the field goal unit out there. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle they go. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
37 yards on the punt with no return. The Bills ready to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, there's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go again with Pierce. And this will be a Texans 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, McLean.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McClain, a beautiful fake. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Give to Pierce. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The kick by Bass is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you express yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you say, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
Yeah, here come the Bills. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. On play action, Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Allen now looks to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Allen. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Now Allen. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
Offense.
3rd 3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Allen to throw once more. That's going to be caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 34 yards. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Houston set to take over. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he rifles one incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return is Mickens. So a change of possession here on the punt. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Singletary loses it.
And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down.
Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
On 1st down, Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Floyd.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, McLean, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
On the set.
Now a handoff for Pierce. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line. And it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 70 yards rushing now for Singletary, and he's got a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go right back to Singletary. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Allen. And that throw behind his man. He missed it, incomplete. Head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To the air, Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here's Mickens to return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
They didn't need much. They didn't get much. But what they did get was enough for a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So now the Texans down 20-13. And time, a huge factor. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of Mechie. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Another one caught by Collins. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He's back to throw. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Back to throw. Looking for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man there is Collins, complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe.
Y'all calling me crazy when I've been ballin' all day like Brady. Long hair this wavy,
made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back.